Hey friends, welcome to One Little Coder. In this video, we are going to look at a Node.js application called Patang. This application can be not necessarily an application, a library. This library can be used to extract product details from e-commerce website, especially Indian e-commerce websites like Flipkart and Amazon, and it can return a JSON format for us to read, and it has two implementations. One is the Puppeteer implementation, the second is a DOM String implementation. So this is an open source library. You can just go ahead and install it if you're on your Node application by just doing npm save patang. I don't know if I'm pronouncing the name patang rightly, and the developer who made it open source is Tariq Ijaz. So thanks Tariq for making this library and then making it open source for us to test. And the other good thing is Tariq was also kind enough to put together an example which we can just go through and then understand how this library works, and how is the we can run the example and actually see how that scraping works. So basically this could be used in multiple different cases. For example, one could be you could be somebody who is trying to leverage Amazon or Flipkart product details, like you could have a coupon code platform, or you could have something like an affiliate marketing. So you could build an application layer on top of their product details, and that is where you could be using this. And then the second thing is, which is mostly this channel is dedicated for, which is data science and machine learning. So if you want to do data science and machine learning with Indian e-commerce company, then you probably now would have guessed that you need data from there. So it could be an image classification model, or it could be something like an NLP model. So in the first case you need image, in the second case you need to have text. And fortunately this package gives you this library. I keep on saying package because I come from that world. This library gives you both those information. So the usage is very simple. So you first you need to install the package. We can call it package, that's good. Then you need to require it, which means you're loading it, and then in just a bunch of lines you can have a scraper written, and you don't have to necessarily do anything at all. Actually, if you see technically this code, you don't have to do anything. You just have to specify only one thing, which is whether you're trying to extract detail from Flipkart or Amazon. Currently this library package supports two e-commerce websites, Flipkart and Amazon. But this developer is really kind enough to accept new requests, enhancements. If you have any issues, please go to the GitHub and then raise an issue. And if you enjoy this library, please make sure that you start the library. That's a nice way to appreciate somebody's effort who's making it easier for others to use, making contribution to open source. So without further delay, let's just get started with the library. So I want to first clone the library, which means I'm going to go, I want to clone it inside my documents. I'm going to say git documents, and let's clear it, git clone, and we are going to clone it. So at this point we have cloned patang example. So let's enter into patang directory. We have entered. So it's time for us to fire up our code editor, which is in this case, which is VS Code. So as you can see, like we just saw, there are two examples. Let me get it in this side. So one is the DOM based example, the second one is a Puppeteer based example. And the first step is, so I assume that this video is intended for somebody like me who doesn't know much about Node.js applications. So that's why I'm trying to go step by step. So the first step is fire up your terminal, which is in this case VS Code terminal, and install the required applications. In this case it will install all the applications. So npm install, and if we do that, it's going to install all the applications that is required for this particular library. I might reduce the font size a little bit so that it has more details. I don't know whether it affects the readability, but it looks okay to me. Yes, it's currently installing the details. So while it is installing, maybe we can go ahead and then try to find a product. So if you go to Flipkart, so let's do one thing. So we'll find one product on Flipkart, one product on Amazon. At this point this installation is successful, so let's clear it up. And yeah, there is one disclaimer that I wanted to make, which is scraping is not necessarily legal every time. So it could be violating terms of service, it could be not legal in the country that you are using. So if you're watching this video and if you want to use this project, please make sure that you understand the legality and terms of service of the site that you are trying to scrape. Just do not use it recklessly, because scraping also affects the site load of the website that from which you are trying to scrape. So please use it at your discretion. This video is only for educational purpose. I think that's the purpose of this package as well. So you have to use it wisely when you want, when you don't want. So this is the Puppeteer example. Let's open the DOM example. So there is already a URL available. So let's just quickly copy the URL and try to see what is in that URL. So this is a boat. Grenade, what kind of name is for a speaker? A Bluetooth speaker. So the kind of things that this package is going to return us is title, price, description, and then the product image, the main thumbnail image. So let's quickly go ahead and then run it. Hope you can see it. DOM.js. Once I run this DOM.js, so you can see that it has extracted the Flipkart product details. Let me quickly zoom it a bit. This is a terrible zoom. So you can see there is a title. Title is successful, and you have the price. Price is right, and you have the description. Description is right, and finally you have the product image. So let's copy and paste the product image, and you see that image. So which is a good thing. So the first implementation is done successfully. Let's now what we can do is we can try to run. We can try with a different link. So first let's try with a different link from Amazon. Let's go and then start look for let's say iPhone 12 Plus. This is all sponsored. So let's hope it comes up properly. I don't expect it to work 100% correct, but yeah, it should ideally work. I'm not changing the variable name. I'm going to leave it as it is, just for simplicity, but probably just for the sake of semantic understanding, I'm going to change it product detail. So I've put an Amazon product, and I've also changed the description, sorry, the output. So I'm running the application again. So it says it's extracting the Amazon product details. It didn't work. So let's see what went wrong. Maybe the URL. Let's see one more time. Did I give Amazon? Oh, sorry. See, this is a mistake that I did. I didn't mention it Amazon. I should have done it. So the main change that you have to do is in the evaluate product details, you have to specify which e-commerce platform you are requesting it for. So one of the good things with live coding is that people know that everyone makes terrible mistakes. The bad thing is yeah, you're exposed. You can say that one little coder is exposed. So title successfully extracted, description not very successful, price successfully extracted, and product image, let's look at it. Product image is successfully extracted. So at this point we know that the library works well. Maybe I wouldn't say that it has worked 100% completely. I'm not sure if there is a product description in this in the first place. Let's probably pick a different product where we might be able to find a product description. You know, the problem with these e-commerce companies is that I think it's all I don't know necessarily, but it all looks like, you know, this product managers, they have some kind of detail they enter, and then based on that they do things which we don't know. Is there a description? It looks like there is some description for this probably. So let's quickly copy this, paste it. So even if we do not you know, necessarily run the Puppeteer example, still if we manage to run this, it's good. So it's an Amazon product, so I'm just leaving it as it is. Let's run it quickly. It's running at this point. We might have some time to run a Puppeteer example, but if we do not have, it's the same step. You don't do necessarily anything complicated or different. So while we are running this, you can actually appreciate the kind of simplicity that this package or library offers. It's basically one line. So if you see, you define the URL, a couple of lines. You require the library, then define the URL, and just that's it. You call evaluate product details, and then it returns the details of the product. I have a hunch that this might not probably run. Maybe I don't know whether it is possible for Amazon to think, oh, my hunch is wrong. That's a good thing. My hunch is wrong. So it has successfully managed to extract the title, the description, and the price and the product image. So we have successfully managed to run this example that has given us all this information. So let's quickly open our Puppeteer example and then see if we can run the Puppeteer example. So we don't have to necessarily open the Puppeteer example, but I just wanted to show you that there are two URLs for which we are trying to extract in this case, which is there is one Flipkart URL and then one Amazon URL, and it is also an async function. Probably, I think, because you have multiple URLs. So let's clear it up and say node, yeah, and JS. So let's wait and see what happens. If we are lucky, it would run. But I think at this moment we all know that this library works fine. Maybe not necessarily to say that 100% completely, because scraping is not all the time 100% completely, but it works. And the second good thing is it's open source, which means you can tweak things yourself or request the developer to make some enhancement or make some change, add a new e-commerce platform. So all these are possible. At this moment, it is just that Flipkart and Amazon which are like market leaders in India. I don't know if anyone ever uses any other e-commerce company in India. And the good thing is you don't need to log in. So yeah, it didn't work out. I think probably the problem is something from my machine. Maybe we are trying to hit the URLs with the same IP. So I wouldn't waste the time again by running it, because you get the point, right? So you have two examples. You are free to use anything that you want and then try out whatever you like to. And this library works very well. It's good.